Today, I want us to do what you call Autocad 3D. See, throughout, we've been doing Autocad 2D, and I would like to show you how you get to switch from the 2D environment to 3D environment, and then you get to create 3D solids. Number one, once you've opened Autocad, by default, the settings that are usually activated, or the default settings, are on drafting and annotation environment. But if you want to do 3D in Autocad, you have to go to the settings button. You see, bottom, you can see the mouse movement at the bottom right. This section here is called the workspace switching. Suppose click here, and then you select 3D basics or 3D modeling. I'll select 3D modeling. See, when you do that, the Autocad environment will change. The arrangement of the tools, the menu options will change to 3D options. Now here, there are some terms that I like to deal with, or that I like to explain. One of them is to extrude. To extrude is to add depth. Yes. We have got orbit. To orbit is to revolve. Yes. Next, we've got something we call visual styles. Visual styles, they're just styles that you can use when you want to view your 3D model. That is, if you create a 3D model, you may decide to display it as a wireframe. You may decide to display it in a conceptual manner. You may decide to display it in a realistic manner, and all that. All those are different options that can be used when you're using 3D. To start, I'll first explain extrude. Now, to be able to explain extrude, I need to draw a shape. So what you're going to do here is this. I'll click on the rectangle tool, and then I'll draw a rectangle. I'll then go on, and I get to add depth to this rectangle. Now, to be able to add depth to the rectangle, you have to a moment, please. Yeah, good. I think everything is okay. Yeah, everything is okay. So I'm going to click on the rectangle tool, and then I'll just come and click here. I'm going to draw a rectangle measuring 7 by 4. This is my rectangle. This rectangle is 2D. I'll draw a circle next to it. The radius, I'll make it to be 3. This circle is 2D. Now, to convert 2D to 3D, we usually add depth. Now, to add depth, you're supposed to select the, the drawings. Click on the rectangle. Then, once you've done that, at the top, you click on the extrude command, or if not so, you can just type the command extrude. For example, I'll click at the bottom here, I'll write the command extrude. For that, you press enter. What's going to happen here is this. It's now going to ask you some questions, like what height of extrusion would you like to add? You just need to specify the height of extrusion, and then when you press enter, automatically that height will be used as the depth for the shape that you've already selected. That's what is supposed to be done. I can also do the same to the circle. Just a matter of clicking on the circle to select it. Then, first for the first one, I'll give it a depth of 7, and then I'll press enter. Yes. So now this rectangle is having a depth or an extrusion of 7 units. I'll click on the circle, write the command extrude, press enter, enter the height of extrusion. I'm making it 5. Now I've done that. So my 2 drawings are now 3D. But realize that I'm using the top view. If you look here, this is the top view. So when you're using the top view, you may not be able to view the 3D of the 3 dimension of your drawings. Now, to be able to do that, under the home tab, there's something we've got this section here where you need to click. When you click there, you can see something called the isometric views. These isometric views are the 3D views. So like if I want to view this in 3D, I can select any of these isometric views. And the moment you do that, it will then switch your drawing to 3D. This is now what I've just drawn. The other thing is this. There's something called the display style. Now, this view, the way the drawings look like here, or the way the models look like, is what we call the wireframe view. Now, if you want to switch to a different view, like realistic, like conceptual, and so on and so forth, so just next to this place where you've selected the isometric view, you click here, and then you select the style that you like to use. We call them the visual styles. They're just display styles that you can use when you want to display your 3D solids. It's going to come, and in my case, I'm going to go for, I'm going to select conceptual. Just a minute. Yeah, here you go. Select conceptual. It is going to switch the 3D solid from wireframe to conceptual view. It's as easy as that. I want you to understand this. You can also go back and you get to create, let's first go back to the top view and create something else. Look, I'm going to click here and I'll switch back to the top. I'm also going to click here and I'm going to switch from conceptual to 2D wireframe. Upon doing that, I'll go back and draw a shape. Like for example, in my case, I'll do something like this. Just this a rectangle or a square measuring 12 units by 12 units. And then I'm going to go on and draw another shape at the center of this, like that. That's a circle. Now, I want to bring in something called subtract. The work of subtract is to cut. So this circle that I've drawn here, I want to use it in cutting this one here. Realize I'm using the top view. And of course, I can come here and I get to switch to 2D view, 3D view, sorry. Now, look at my drawings. They are 2D. I need to convert them to 3D. They are 2D. I need to convert them to 3D. To do that, I'm supposed to click on the shape, then write the command extrude, press enter, and then maybe give it a depth. I'm going to give it 7. I'm also going to click on this other one. I'll write the command extrude, and I'm going to give it a depth of 3. So if you can just turn on this right now, conceptual, you now have something like that. So in AutoCAD 3D, we've got a command we call subtract. And the work of subtract command is to cut. Like for example, I would like to subtract this serida from this square solid. Now to be able to do that, you're supposed to write the command subtract at the bottom, subtract, then you press enter. Then you'll be asked to select the solid that you like to subtract. I would like to subtract, or the solid that you like to cut. So I'll click on this outer solid, then I'll press enter. It's then going to ask me to select the cutting solid, and in this case, the inside one. Once you do that, then you press enter. Well, what is going to happen is the inside solid will be subtracted from the outside solid, and by so doing, we end up coming up with a hole. Why? Because we have used the subtract command. And that's how it is supposed